Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Gina from Orchid and Opal.com back today with the March 2021 best bead boxes from PotomacBeads.com. I have both their base box and the XL version, which do overlap with each other. I like to compare and contrast these boxes monthly to take a look at the difference between the two and help you decide what box might be best for you. I'll leave their website link down below the video. You can check out all the details there as far as lengths of subscriptions, costs, and everything else you need to know. And I do have a coupon code. It's Opal10 with a capital O, and that will save you 10% off the cost of your first subscription. So let's first take a look at the base box, the best bead box, which I believe is this one. It's a little bit lighter. And then we'll take a look at the XL and see what the differences are. So we're gonna open this up. It comes, of course, in this very sturdy reusable box with a magnetic closure. And we can see that our theme is on top here. It's called Painted Desert. So we'll see some natural painted desert inspired colors put together in this box. And then on the back of that, we have the list of what's included in this base box. We have everything for the pattern that's included. That's something that sets this box apart from other boxes, is that these come with patterns as well as the materials that you need to make the patterns. So it's a great way to learn more about bead weaving month after month, get training on some new techniques, and help grow your beading expertise, not only in the written patterns that they provide, but also through the videos that they have to go along with that, depending on how you learn best. And then you also get beads for your stash. You get additional items as well. Down here, they list their website, PotomacBeads.com/ideas. They have so many different tutorials on their site, on YouTube, that you can find to go along with a lot of these other items that you receive as well. So you're sure to find lots of ideas to go with these beads. And underneath that, we have our first pattern. This particular box comes with one pattern and everything you need to make that pattern plus more. So it shows everything you need there. You can see that the pattern is printed in full color, very clear diagrams for you, and also has a video to go along with that. And then here's a sneak peek of what we are going to take a look at in our box. We will take everything out and, of course, have a closer look at everything one at a time. So first we'll take a look at everything that they sent for the Painted Desert necklace pattern, and that is all in this separate bag for us so we know exactly what's what. We have 4 grams of size 15-0 Toho seed beads. I received mine in the color metallic hematite, and the colors can vary from time to time between the different boxes. So we'll take a look at that in the XL box when we get into that to see if there's any differences. We also have a bag containing 7 grams of size 11-0 Toho seed beads in metallic Cosmos. Then some of these lava red Czech faceted rounds in the 4mm size. I love that color. Beautiful contrast with these sea beads. There's also a bag containing 4 grams of smooth Czech glass round beads in the 4mm size. This light sky blue color. Just smooth rounds instead of facets. That was color A, and then we also have color B. I received a gold to go along with that. Same thing, Czech glass rounds 4mm in a different color selection. And then a bag containing some gemstone rounds in 4mm. The bag says crystal rounds, but the list says gemstone rounds, and that's definitely what these are, a mixed bag of all different sorts of gemstone beads in the 4mm size. And then you also get a gold lobster clasp to go along with that. And my experience with these patterns is that they send more than you need. So even though these items go along with the pattern, you generally end up with a good amount of leftovers. As far as items from your stash, we have 1 antique brass oval clasp, and that is in this bag. I'll take that out. And that is a very generous size. So I'm thinking this could be used even for something like a keychain clip. You can make purse charms, planner charms. It's just a very hefty type of clasp that could be used for that, as well as the 2 oval jump rings that come along with that, or on a very chunky piece of jewelry. Next, we have 1 silk tassel. This is the 7 centimeter length. Let me take this out. I like how it comes in the tube, and that is such a beautiful shade of blue. It's like a medium steel blue, kind of a denim blue, and the fact that it comes in that tube keeps all these fibers very, very straight and smooth. They've also sent us 2 bags of Potomac crystal rounds in the size 4mm. The first color I have here is in the Aqua AB, which is beautiful. And then I received the silver, and that's kind of a combination between a crystal clear and then some parts of the beads have the silver. They're very sparkly and something that's very easy to use, these 4mm crystal rounds. Great to have. We also received a bag of one of their newer shapes, the quad bows, and I do have a tutorial that goes with this particular uniquely shaped bead. These are in the Aztec gold color. There are 10 pieces inside. You can see that bow shape with the 4 holes that run through the sides. There's also a bag containing 2 of these Potomac Ava beads. So these are in like a metallic and can be used definitely in conjunction with the Ava beads, kind of as a substitute for those. These are in a brighter gold, have a very smooth and glossy and reflective metallic finish. You can see the 2 holes that run there through the side and then that hole over there. So technically like a 3-hole bead in that V-like shape. Then we have a bag containing the Potomac crystal ingots. I received the color metallic green, which are beautiful. These are very reflective. You get a lot of the forest green and a little bit of steel blue, dark charcoal gray coming through certain parts of the bead as the light hits them. Just some more of their Potomac crystals, this time in that faceted brick-like shape. And then we have a bag containing a glass cabochon. This is in a combination of like a marigold yellow. We have that medium blue, tomato red, and a little bit of ivory in that combination. So another item that's just different from the beads that we have so far, which I kind of like the variety that they send. You can already get a sense of the different types of things, which helps you to better be able to create things directly from your box. And then we have a bag containing some round duos. These are in this gorgeous, rich, deep purple shade called Bordeaux. They are a round Czech glass bead, as you can see, but they have 2 holes that run parallel through the bead instead of one just going through the center. So another fun shape to use for bead weaving projects. There's a ton of different patterns to go with these on Potomac beads, as well as another classic 2-hole shape, these super duos. And I love this combination, of course. Mine are in a red Picasso, and you can see those 2 holes that run through the face of the bead, and there's lots of projects out there for these as well. So that's everything for the best bead box for the month of March. Again, colors could vary a little bit, but this gives you a sense of the types of things that you see in the best bead box. You get that one pattern, you get the materials that you need to make the pattern, plus more. There's a decent variety of different things, not just one whole glass shapes, also some crystals and multi-hole bead shapes, as well as some other accessories like our silk tassel, the large clasp, the cabochon. So you never know what you're going to get, but it's usually a combination of those types of things. And of course, because they're an online bead store, you can always go back and purchase more of these items, which is a nice perk. So this box is closer to the $25 a month price point with free shipping in the US. And that depends on how long you sign up. It gets a little less expensive monthly if you sign up for a longer period of time. But again, that link will be down below. You can find out all you need to know from there. And now that we've seen the base box, let's take a look at the XL version of the box for the month of March. Like I said, these items do overlap. So the XL version is going to have all of these items that you saw here in the base box, plus more. And the colors could be exactly the same as what I received in the base, or they could vary a little bit as well. So we'll take a look at any of the differences that we can see and get a sense of how much is in that box. All right, so I brought out the XL version, comes in the same exact sturdy, reusable box. And when we open it up, we see the theme there on top is the same painted desert. But when you flip this over, the list is quite a bit longer, and that's because you get 2 different patterns with the materials that go with those, plus a bonus 3rd pattern. Plus you get the beads for your stash and more than you saw in the base box. So again, here is our painted desert necklace that you'll be able to make from the box. We also have, oh, that's awesome, I was actually just looking into this. This is an Iris Duo tape cover, so a measuring tape cover. That is such a funny coincidence. I was just looking into coming up with something like that because I saw the idea shared on Instagram, I think, and I thought it was such a great idea that somebody came up with to cover the measuring tape with beads, and what a great gift that would be too. And this one's by Carol Ull. Again, printed pattern. Not sure if there's a video to go along with this, but we will see. And then we also have the bonus pattern, which is for the Colette rope. Looks like perhaps some tubular herringbone. So you don't get the materials specifically to go with this, but of course you know where you can find them. And then here are the contents of the XL version of the box. We have everything in here for the painted desert necklace. And just at first glance, I see that everything is the same as it was in the base box, except if you remember, the base box had those metallic red fire polish beads, and this one comes with these very bright orange opaque fire polish beads. So that's one difference there. And then we have everything we need to make that measuring tape cover. I'm so excited about this, including the round measuring tape. So we'll take a look at this in just a minute. And I pretty much laid out everything that was found in the base box. And it looks like this month, all of the items are exactly the same for me. All the colors are the same. All of those additional items over here. And then all of the items for that pattern here, except for the different orange beads. And taking a look at the different items for that measuring tape cover, we have, of course, they've included a measuring tape, which is so handy. We have a bag containing some 15-0 Toho seed beads, and these are Japanese seed beads, by the way, so very good quality for bead weaving. There's also some size 11-0 seed beads, and the color is Rainbow Oxblood, which matches the size 15-0s. Then we have a bag of the size 8-0 seed beads, so a little bit larger, also Toho, and this is in the color Gold Line Crystal. There's a bag containing 4 of the Czech glass 2-hole Cabochon beads in the 7mm size, and mine are in this metallic red. You can see that dome-like shape. They have a flat bottom and then 2 holes that run through the base of the bead. There's also a very hefty 19-gram bag of these beautiful Aztec gold iris duos. Another fun 2-hole shape, and it looks like these will definitely be put to good use in this particular pattern. And then finally, an Aztec gold coordinating Czech glass cup button, which it looks like they'll be using on the end of the actual measuring tape itself to embellish that. You can see how that's got that cup-like shape. It's rounded on one side and concave on the other, with 2 holes there where you can attach that. These are also great for using as clasps. But then there are also additional items from our stash over and above the base box, and we'll start with looking at the 4 Potomac Crystal Cosmic Rings in the 5mm size, and that would be these very sparkly crystal rings with the large hole. These are in the heliotrope color scheme. You can see the pinks and greens, a little bit of aqua and reddish tones, and there's a look at the back of those beads. They have also included a bag containing 50 pieces of Potomac Crystal Bicones in the 3mm size. So these are a very versatile item to have, these being a little bit smaller than the 4mm Bicones that we see often. And these are in the color Crystal ABs, so that crystal clear with hints of a sparkly rainbow finish. There's also a bag containing 2 of these 13x18 crystal drops. Could make yourself a gorgeous pair of earrings with these very fiery crystal drops, very flashy and sparkly. You could bead around these for sure. And these are in good shape. There's a look at the back if you want to take a look at how that is coated. There's also some of these 3x4mm Miyuki drops. This color is Cobalt AB, gorgeous, rich blue glass with that rainbow finish. These having a hole there at the top and that tiny little drop shape. And our final item, 2 of these stainless steel 17x26mm perfect form drops you could use in a variety of ways. And I'm just kind of looking at these and thinking that might be interesting to somehow incorporate with these drops. Seems like the shape might coordinate very well with those, so just something that came to my mind right away. And that is everything for the best Bead Box XL for March 2021. Very full bead mat full of supplies, 2 patterns, one being that very cool tape measure, which I am very excited about giving a try. I think that's such a unique idea. I like the variety of items that they've sent, including the Japanese glass seed beads in the different sizes, the Miyuki drops, the different shapes of crystals, the high quality Czech glass beads that are multi-hole, and also some fun accessories to go along with these items. So the XL box is more in the $40-ish a month price range. I think the value is definitely here for all the things that you get, and also considering that this is kind of an educational box in the sense that you get a couple of projects that are ready to go and help you learn and hone your beading skills, particularly if you are wanting to do some bead weaving. And not only for newer beaders, it's fun for experienced bead weavers as well. So I'm very happy with this month, and hopefully this video provided you with a lot of great up close and personal looks at what you can expect from these 2 boxes and the compare and contrast between the 2 to see which box would be better for you. Don't forget you can use the coupon code OPAL10 with a capital O to save 10% off your first subscription. That link will be right down below the video. Feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this month's box or anything else you'd like to say. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it and hope that I will have you as a subscriber too, so hit that button while you're there too. And that way you can be back when I am posting new content, which is all the time. And in the meantime, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, happy beading.